We saw was a very confident JD Vance. He answered the questions, he was direct in those answers. He defended President Donald Trump. And I think also he showed the American people what good policy can be and what the results of those good policies can be, and pointed out the failings of the Biden Harris administration, the economy, immigration, the effects of immigration, like gangs and crimes and fentanyl. He pointed all of that out, and I appreciated the way he approached that debate last night.
Can I ask you, as a woman, what you made of the performance of the two debate moderators, Margaret Brennan and Norah O'Donnell?
I thought it was very interesting that they chose to fact check JD Vance after they had said there would be no fact checking. And when they would go into that mode of arrogance on the answer and let me correct you, I thought that was very unappealing. They had started out very even-handed. I had hoped they would keep that through the debate, but maybe they just could not help themselves.
Yeah, these moderators only seem to want to fact check Republican candidates. Senator,
right.
You've taken part in many debates. I'm wondering, does this debate last night move the needle in any significant way for either one of these candidates?
I do believe that it does. When people say who would be the number two, who is going to be the last person in the room making decisions, what they saw was someone who was very polished and very well versed in these issues in JD Vance. What they saw in Tim Walz was someone who would not give a direct answer on many issues and who had a very difficult time defending his remarks about where he was relative to being in Tiananmen Square in China.
Yeah, he lied about that. Who gets married on Tiananmen Square Day, and then he honeymooned in Beijing, and they call the Republicans weird. Very bizarre. I want to talk about Hurricane Helene. Obviously, you represent the state of Tennessee, the eastern part of Tennessee. By the way, right on the border with western North Carolina. You're not far in eastern Tennessee from Asheville, and that seems to be ground zero. I know you were on the ground visiting those affected by this absolute disaster. What are you hearing from victims? And then, Senator, let me just ask you, where is President Biden? But maybe more importantly, where is the woman who wants to take over for him in 34 days?
And people are asking, where is FEMA? And we have worked with the White House. The disaster declarations were done on Friday. And I was on the ground yesterday, and one of the county mayors still had not had a phone call from FEMA. People in Tennessee are very resilient, but right now they are exhausted. This is day 6 into this, and they're stressed. Pardon me. They are needing that help and support. The local elected officials, the local community members have been absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. And they're working as hard as they can. Our Tennessee Department of Transportation is inspecting bridges. We have people from other states that are not affected by the floods that are coming in to help these counties. You have people showing up with different pieces of equipment to help chainsaw trees and with bulldozers and dump trucks and hauling out all of this debris. There are people who have lost everything they have. There are individuals still missing. There are families that are grieving. And what we need to see is more of that coordinated effort we have had at the local and state level, and more of that federal assistance coming in to team up with our local and state officials. This is going to be a long way back. When you look at the amount of total devastation, businesses and homes completely destroyed, not even a foundation left, fire hall destroyed, fire trucks floating down the river. It is incredible.
It's devastating. And Senator, we're thinking about you. We're thinking about the people of Tennessee and everybody affected by this tragedy.